What's out there? Gavin93 here, and welcome to episode 35 on Building Minecraft City 3.0. We'll be finishing up the school today. Well, hopefully. Finishing up the school, because now what I did though is this though. I did the lockers and this classroom over here. Now, you may be wondering though, how is there light coming from right here? Well, in episode 34, I put glowstone underneath that, and then what I did though is I wrapped the stairs all around the board. Even though it wasn't really necessary to do it like that. But anyways, it's time to move on to the next classroom.
Wooden portions again. So now we kind of have like, that's where you'd grab that will leave you with this is like classroom idea number 1. This is what I'm going to put mainly around the school. I'm going to be doing this in total 4 more times, but I'm also going to show you a different type of classroom. So this is kind of like your generic classroom. Alter this if you like, add stuff, take things away, up to you. But if you can't think of anything else, I think that this is quite a nice, neat little classroom. Moving on. So let me show you how to make...
Oh my goodness. Ads. What is up with the frickin' ads?
My other classroom. I only have 2 kinds of classrooms. I have that one, and then I have a more sciencey based classroom, which I think is actually quite interesting. So for the sciencey classroom, we need a few different materials. We want to grab a block of iron. We want to grab, I believe we'll need some block of quartz. Then we'll also need some dark oak wood some dark oak wood stairs. I was going to say we need upside down dark oak wood stairs. We want to grab ourselves some quartz slabs. We will also need some polished andesite. We'll need some tripwire hooks, and we'll need some brewing stands. And what else? We probably need way more than we can actually carry. And also grab some grab some dark oak wood slabs.
Okay, so now hold on a minute though. I want to see something real quick though. Where's the brewing stands at? I thought they would be in this one, wouldn't they? They should be, because this is where the potions are, right? Yeah, because this is stuff with the potions. Like we got rabbit's foot, like blaze powder, dragon's breath, gas tier, slime ball. Yeah, so the broomstone should be in this one though, unless if it's not. I mean, it should be. Where the hell is it? I'm blind as a bat. It's right next to the frickin' anvil. Now, according to this, it says I need tripwire hooks, but I'm also going to need some other slabs though as well though.
Because we'll start with the teacher's desk. So once you have all of those things,
oh, teacher's desk.
The teacher's desk I have situated in this like very back corner of the classroom, back right hand corner of the classroom, and this is basically it's set out the same way as the other teacher's desk. So it's like 2 blocks away from the wall here, and we do actually, I'm going to get rid of those torches for a sec. It's the same sort of chair, and we have oak wood planks here left and right of the chair, so the chair's there, and then it's the same sort of setup with the desk. So we now just want like the 5-row desk in front of it.
So it's 2 blocks away from the door over here.
Like the 5-row desk in front of it with the dark oak wood slabs like that, and then
but
we just want...
back it up.
So we have like the...
Actually, it's actually technically 3 because there's a thing right there. Okay. There we go. Okay, we got the teacher desk in, which is good now.
Like the 5-row desk in front of it with the dark oak wood slabs like that, and then we just want to have like
now technically though I can have sinks and cabins here, I think, right?
And we just want to have something which should look a little bit like that, but we've already done that one
now,
time before.
Hold on, let me just double check.
And then we can also have we
there's
need
a kitchen cabinet.
Damn it. Okay, so we'll do like the little workstations first. So come all the way over to this opposite wall here. So you're on that side, you now want to be on this side. Underneath this wall, we're going to want to add a layer of block of iron connecting the front of the classroom to the back of the classroom. And then we want to have a row of tripwire hooks that are one row higher than the iron. So we want to leave a gap one row higher than the iron, and they want to be every other block of iron. So it kind of wants to look a little something like this. And then above that, we want to add a layer of a block of quartz, just going from left to right across the room.
Is this supposed to represent sinks?
And then we can probably, for a little while, get rid of oak wood planks, and we can get rid of, what don't we need? Oh, we need most of this stuff, and the dark oak wood slabs. And grab some blue carpet, and also grab some buttons again. The buttons are just going to be all the way across the quartz.
Oh, that's going to be easy.
And the blue carpet is going to be underneath each one of the tripwire hooks, and that's just to like simulate some like cupboards and stuff where you would grab some, I don't know, like beakers and stuff from. Like, that's what these are. And you might also want to put buttons like in.
Yeah. Now these can also hold things too. Okay, so what I'm gonna need to do though is this stuff. Okay, so let's back this up a little bit.
Because of the stuff from, like, that's what these are. And you might also want to put buttons like in front of every other iron block on the ground like this, and those are obviously like little washing stations. And what we can also do is...
Now I'm gonna be using sinks though, like kitchens, like I'm gonna be using like kitchen stuff though, even though this is a classroom. Now where's the kitchen sink? No, it's a refrigerator. Ah, sink. Here we go. They actually work? Oh, hell yeah. Actually. You know, I guess, you know what? I want to see something, actually. I want to see something. Oh! This makes a way better sink. If I use a cauldron. There we go. Rather than a block of iron.
Is little workstations. So the workstations that I have here, we're going to grab some block of quartz, and starting from like this very, like as soon as you walk in this back corner of the classroom, we want to take this block that we see here, and we want to kind of like move up diagonally, like by 3, so that will be like 1, 2, 3. We want to place a block of iron there, and then we want to do like 2, 2, 2 connected together. So we kind of want to have a like circle of iron like this, and I've used quartz, haven't I? I meant to use iron, so we want to have like a circle of block of iron in this position. And I'm going to get rid of the blue carpet, and I'm going to actually grab some blue wool, and I'm going to place a broom stand on each one of the 4 corners of this thing. I'm going to place a polished andesite on the back of the desk here, and then a tripwire hook moving towards the center. I'm then going to take dark oak wood stairs, and I'm going to place dark oak wood stairs 1 block away from each one of the 3 center points of this desk, so these parts...
Okay, so according to this... Now, according to this, though, there's supposed to be water in this, though, which is... Oh, wait, hold on. Can I actually... Ooh, that sounds like glass. There we go. But you can't really grab potions out of that, though. Like stuff for potions. What I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to grab a water bucket and fill it up with water to make a bit of an infinite water source there. Okay, that actually looks really good. Okay. Now we're going to grab our dark wood chairs. We're going to stick them right up against here. Because you can actually, like, basically sit down in these. Make it a bit easier.
These parts here. And I'm not going to have one facing this way because I don't want to obstruct the room too much. And this is kind of like a little workstation. And we also want to have a similar workstation just not too very far away. We actually want to have it like 2 rows away. So it's going to be like, take this stair, leave a gap or 2, do a stair going the opposite way, and then...
Okay, so now technically though it's a 2 gap though, but since where I placed it though, it's actually going to be a 3 block gap. because of where I placed it. Because if I place it here, then it's going to be the 2-block gap, though, that I need. Or should I make it 4, though, technically? I don't know. Well, let me just count, though, real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Okay, so I do have the chair in the right spot. Okay.
And do another little workstation here. So we want to take a ring of block of iron, then we want to add these stairs going all the way around it, but not in front of it, then a dark blue one in the center here, then an andesite on the back, tripwire hook, brewing stands on all 4 corners, and we just want to have something which should look like this. Now, we then want to take the... No, here's what we want to do. Just get rid of everything. Grab yourself some black wool, some dark oak wood stairs. Also grab some quartz lamps. You'll need some item frames as well, and then grab a few potions. Like I'm going to grab some bottle of enchanting and a water bottle and some potion of regeneration. We're now making the blackboard. So the blackboard is just 1 block away from the teacher.
We're in the teacher desk, so that's 1. Here we go. Okay, so let me also cover the dark oak stairs real quick, though, because I forgot, because I didn't mean to get rid of those, because I still needed them.
We're then adding layers of doing a row of 7 black wool coming across the wall. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's 4,
We're then
5,
adding layers
6,
of black
7.
on top of that row of that initial row of 7 until we hit the ceiling. We're then going to destroy the middle part of the bottom layer of the whiteboard, and we're going to place glowstone in the center of it, just so that this lights up a little bit better, like this. Then we take the upside down dark oak wood stairs and we do a layer here. Then we have a blackboard. There's also going to be a shelf with chemicals, kind of like in the middle of in between like the door and the blackboard. And to do this, we just have like a shelf, an item frame, which is like 2 rows on the floor.
Did I put this in the wrong? I think.
Quartz slabs, 2 rows.
Oh wait, no, I
floor.
didn't.
Then we have item frames just all the way above it like this. And now I'm just gonna like place bottle of enchantings and like potions.
Oh yeah, I definitely stuck this in the wrong spot though, because.
And something that you might also want to do, take out the torches and just kind of like light the place up a little bit.
So I'm gonna see what this shelf looks like though.
Just all the way up.
Okay, so I'm gonna create like, okay, so I'm gonna create like 2 shelves though. Oh wait, I just realized something actually. This shelf is too high up. Oh wait, now I just realized there's a little spot for it down there. Ah, whatever. Okay, so, you know what? I'll extend this to the doorway right here though, actually. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so let's get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. We don't need the culture anymore. Okay, so I still need to keep... Oh yeah, I don't need the stone buns anymore though, or the Sarin terracotta. What else do I not need? The brewing stand I don't need anymore. What else? Oh yeah, I need to get the potions out now, which should be in here though, right? I mean, they should, right? Or are they not? I mean, they technically should be though, because this is where the potions, because we have the potion ingredients here though. They're around here somewhere though, I thought. Oh no, they're in here. This is where they are. Okay, so we're going to do an 8-minute night vision. We're going to do an instant health 2. We're going to do a jump boost 2. And we're going to do swiftness, speed 2. So we have night vision, instant health, jump boost 2, and speed 2. I like that. And since they're all different colors, but I don't know why the jump boost though literally looks like pee, like urine a little bit though. I don't know why it looks like that. But anyways.
Way above it like this.
There we go.
I'm just gonna like place bottle of enchantings and like potions of regeneration and whatever inside of those item frames. And something that you might also want to do, take out the torches and just kind of like light the place up a little bit. And this is kind of like a more sciencey classroom. That's what this is meant to be. Do you have any better ideas for this? You probably do. Add them, change them, do whatever you want with this room. Completely up to you. But if you kind of wanted a bit more sciencey, something a little bit different from your regular classroom, you might want to add one of these to your school. So this is kind of like classroom concept number 2. Let's add in the next room. So the next room is, I'm coming back to the first one where we have like this kind of standard classroom. It's opposite this, and now we're going to build it's kind of like an assembly hall, or maybe it's a bit more of a music room, or so. It's more of an assembly hall really. And to make this, we're going to need some stone bricks. We'll need some block of quartz. We'll also need some stone brick stairs and some quartz stairs, and we're also going to grab some red carpet. We might also need some other things later on. So on the very back wall of this room, and I'm destroying the torches because of what's going here, on the very back wall of this room we're going to have a nice big giant, it looks like a whiteboard, but it's kind of like a projection board, and it's going to take up most of the wall. So we're going to do a row of stone bricks that consumes most of the wall. You can make it bigger, you can make it a little bit smaller, but it's one row off the ground, one row shy of...
Okay. I'm destroying this right here, though, because I'm not having a window here, because I didn't get the bricks out. There we go. There we go, perfect. Okay. So, according to this, it looks a little something like this.
Of the walls, and it comes all the way up to the ceiling. We're then filling the center of this in with block of quartz, like that. We're then in line with the center block of the board here. We're going to leave a gap of 1, and we're going to place a stone brick. So, center of the board, gap of 1, stone brick. Place a stone brick stairs left and right of that. Then place 2 block of quartz coming up in front of that center block there, and then a quartz stairs on top. And this is kind of like a lectern where you would torch.
A lectern, you say? I got one. Booyah! Got a lectern.
People from. You might even want to make that a little bit smaller so you can actually see over it. Completely up to you. But actually, the lectern, it would make more sense if the lectern was made out of wood, to be honest with you. So maybe we'll keep a quartz stand, and then maybe like an oak wood stair here.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised I actually got the lectern.
Just so that makes a little bit more sense. Then we have to figure out where people are going to be sat. So, 2 rows away.
Okay, so now this is where I'm actually going to get rid of this stuff. Keep this stuff in some inventory just in case I still need it. But what I'm going to be doing though is I'm actually going to be adding some actual benches, which I'm going to be making out of oak.
Away from the little lectern that we have, we want some evenly spaced seats. So we just want 4 of them. So that's 2 rows away, and we want one here, here, and here.
Okay, so 2 blocks away. No, that's not 2 blocks away. That's 3 blocks away. There we go. 2 blocks. Well, technically I could do a 1 block though, technically though.
Here. So yeah, 3 seats, and then we're going to leave a row of 2, and then here, here, and here. Row of 2, here, here, and here. Row of 2, here, here, and here. Do we want to add an extra row? We'll add in an extra row here, here, and here. Are those evenly spaced? Those aren't evenly spaced. Whoops. I thought that looked a little bit weird, but here, here, and then there, and there. Knock out those. And perfect. Now we have our C's. I'm also going to add some more light before I add this next bit. So just going to add some torches behind the door here. Also going to add some on this wall just to spruce things up a little bit. Obviously, this won't look very good with the torches, but it will light this place up. And then we're going to take out the red carpet. I'm going to kind of like trace along the outside of the rectangular shape that we have with these quartz stairs. And I'm going to have a nice, big, giant, rectangular shaped red carpet that goes all the way around the red stair or around the quartz stairs like this. And I'm also going to fill in the center of it. So we just have a bit of a carpet, adds a little bit of color to the room, it makes it look a little bit more interesting. And there's probably not much more to add to this room. I haven't added anything myself, but I thought that it might be nice if we had kind of like a nice little bit of an assembly area, because we don't really have a gym or anything on the school yet, at least. So I thought it might be a good idea if we had something a little bit like this. We just have just about completed it, and we just want to have something which, it's probably better from this view. There we go. It makes a little bit of sense, doesn't it? A nice little bit of assembly area. Everyone's got see there's a big light to them. There's a nice big projector there. If you wanted to have like a projector coming out from the ceiling, you might want to have that. It'd probably look a...
Hold on. Let me finish up the carpet real quick. Now this right here though actually looks a lot better though, because this actually looks like an actual assembly room to me. Now what I'm probably gonna do is I'm probably gonna get rid of I'm gonna get rid of these right here though, to be honest, because it's too close to the door. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. That's a lot better now. Okay, so now I have that all taken care of. Let me grab out the stonework block, quartz block, and quartz stairs is what I still need. I don't know why I got rid of those. Or maybe I could actually use a camera. No, I'm not going to use a camera. Because even though that camera would look like a projector, though, I'll need to have the camera upside down to make it look like a projector. But you can't name cameras, I don't think, because they're... Hold on. Can you actually name cameras? Can you actually generate cameras and what this is on? I don't know. I don't think so, though, but they are technically customized as a spawn egg. So I'm thinking you should be able to, because they're customized as a spawn egg, right? Yeah, you should be able to, though, because they're on the spawn eggs. Huh. Okay, so I need to go to, like, the center point, though, and 1 block away from the wall.
A little something like, I don't know, you could have something like that, and maybe you could put like a red wool up there to kind of signify something, or I don't know. You can add things to the room that would make sense. It could probably be in line with the room, couldn't it? We could probably, if we're going to have like a projector, we could probably have it in line with the room. It might look a little something like that, or you could make something up, something to make it look a little bit more interesting. You might even want to add like a set of seats right at the back here where like teachers would sit, or whatever.
Are you ready to...
Okay, so I'm gonna grab out red wool real quick. There we go. Okay. So now that all taken care of. Let me just skip that ahead.
Whatever you want to add, completely up to you guys. You guys know what I'm talking about. I think I've actually made it look a little bit better by doing that. And that's kind of like a nice little assembly area. Now,
oh, whoops.
once you've taken care of your...
Okay, well, first things first, though, is what I have to do, though. Oh my god, why do I keep doing that? Whoops. There we go, perfect. Okay, finally. Okay, now let's just get rid of this. I need to get the polished andesite, so I'm gonna get rid of the red carpet. So I can stick that on somebody in carpet. There we go. Okay.
Your assembly area, if you decide to add one. Cafeteria. The cafeteria is quite simple. So this is the room with the big double doors on one end, going all the way to the other.
Hold on a minute, though. Well, what I need to do, though, is I need to kind of light up this hallway a little bit, though. I just realized. Well, yeah, I just realized the hallway is, like, pretty dark in there. Now, I'm not going to be adding a whole lot of torches, though, into these rooms, though. And even in these hallways, though, I'm not going to be adding a whole lot of torches. I'm only going to add in, like, a few torches, though, just to make sure it gets in, like, enough light, though. There we go. Perfect. Now, the reason why this one's only getting 2 torches, though, is because this one has a double entrance.
So starting from this back left-hand corner of the area here, we're leaving a row of 2, starting from the back, and then we're going to add, we're going to leave a row of 3, and then we're going to have a row of quartz that travels from one long end of the room to the other long end, and we're leaving a gap of 2. And then behind that long row of quartz, we're going to have kind of like this pattern. It's like 1 quartz, leave 2 gaps, 1 quartz, leave 2 gaps, and that starts from the left-hand side going all the way up to the right, like this. On top of that, we're then going to add some, I said on top of that, in between those spaces we're going to add polished andesite, like this. And we're also going to need some white stained glass paint, and we will also want to grab nothing right now. So we'll just kind of now want to separate those little layers there. We want to separate each one of those little sections with white stained glass paint, like so. Like this. And what we're also going to do is add some seating to this area. So the seats are designed to go like, you can see where the entrance is. Well, it's like 1 block coming in from the entrance, and we want to have like a row of 3 stone brick stairs, like just 1 row away from the entrance in the center. We then want to have a layer of 3 block of quartz, like in front of the stairs, but leaving a gap of 1. Then we want an
Okay, there we go. Okay, well, first things first, though, is I need to grab the oak benches again. Like so. Okay. Now, how did he do this exactly? Okay, so the seats go a little something like this.
quartz, like in front of the stairs, but leaving a gap of 1. Then we want an opposite facing row of stone brick stairs, and that's kind of like an eating table. You can make those bigger, you can make those smaller, but that's kind of like what I had in mind. I mean, alternatively, if you wanted to make it a little bit more realistic-ish looking, you might want to make some like big tables. You know, kind of like how we made the desks? You might want to have something like that, and you might want to spread the... Come on. Oh, it's so much easier with proper block. You might want to spread out the tables a little bit more. So now we have something that looks a little bit more like a table, and now we have like some stone bricks, and it just makes a little bit more sense. Maybe you even want to space out the chairs a little bit instead of having benches, but my school had some benches. You might also want to do the same thing on the opposite side. So we're on the opposite side here, chair here, and where is it? Is the chair there? No, it's not. So it's chair here and here, and then we just want to place the eating bench, or whatever you want to call it, whatever you're eating off. I don't care what you call it, like the eating table, whatever.
There we go.
The table. Chair here. Boom. There we go. That makes a little bit more sense now. Also going to light this place up a little bit. I'm going to light it up just a little bit before I actually move on. So boom. Just
$10 for a large. $10 for any 3 toppings. $10 for your choice of hot crust. Only at...
There we go.
The hiding spot in the next video has to
Okay,
be connected.
so
What if it's all doors? Hundreds of doors. And like you're in one of them.
Just so everybody can see everything. So now we have an eating area. I'm going to discard all of these, and I'm going to grab some random colours of carpets. Mainly greens, orange, reds.
okay, so I need lime green, orange, red.
And yeah, that'll probably do, like green, red, and orange. And I'm just going to place, like, oh, maybe yellow as well. Missed that. And you might even want to go brown or...
Okay. Almost forgot about the yellow.
So brown looks a little bit too poopy for me. And
Orange, red, and orange, yellow.
we're just going to kind of like have some food. Like this is, it is supposed to look like food. And you could obviously, like, this is what you'd be served. Those are different kinds of food. If you want to take it one step further, something that's just literally popped into my head, you might want to take out some item frames, and you might want to like grab some random foods, and you might want to place like behind.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab out the item frames. There we go. Then I'm gonna grab out some food though. So, like a steak club sandwich? No. Calamari? No. Definitely some cooked chicken. But what I really want to get though is some of this stuff in here. Okay, so you have a cheese sandwich? No. No, we don't. They don't serve They don't serve chili dogs. I definitely know that. But hold on. I'm not seeing what they would really add in here, though. I'm really just trying to think. What would they add? I don't know. You know what? I'm just gonna. You know what? I got a better idea though. I'm just gonna add in some random stuff though, like, well, not really two desserts though. So let me get rid of that cake because I can just do a little bit of that. Let me also grab out some rabbit stew. Right? No rabbit stew, no rabbit stew, no rabbit stew. But I want to add like a sandwich though, like this one. What else should I add in here? Ooh, definitely okay, I definitely want to add in like a pizza though. But the problem is though, I need to find the pepperoni pizza. Found it. That was too damn quick. Way too quick. What else should I add in here? Oh, meat feast pizza. I definitely know that's a thing from school. What else? Oh dear. Wait, what is this? A BLT? No, it's a ham sandwich. Also a hot dog. There we go. Okay.
Behind, or maybe even in front of here, like where what we've just like labeled foods, where the carpets are, you might want to add some, maybe even color appropriate foods. So, you know, you guys are just getting a sense of this. You might want to add some of, like, some different foods there. And taking it even one step further, perhaps we want to have like a layer of block of iron back here, just behind the eating area, and we might also want to have some places to like wash hands and stuff. So maybe we want to have some tripwire hooks, and we might also want to have some. Let's use cyan carpet just because we're crazy. We might want to have some places to less frequent here, and here. And we might just want to have hooks
there we go. Oh, I'm gonna need the cauldron back.
And we might even want to have something that resembles a bit more of a draining board, maybe like stone or something like either side here. And on top of that, we might even want to have some furnaces.
I've got some
Perhaps
smokers.
we want some furnaces, maybe. Where are the furnaces? Maybe like a furnace here, and we might just want like one here, and maybe one here. Destroy that. Maybe.
Yeah, I got all the iron blocks that I'm gonna need.
We won't have one there, so furnaces. And maybe on top of that, we might want to have some kind of like refrigerators or something. And we can obviously get rid of some of these torches. We don't need that many of them. And we can keep that there, and maybe we can add some buttons. So some buttons in front of the iron blocks, and those can kind of like be refrigerators. Maybe there's some stuff in there. And that is probably it. That's kind of like a nice...
Okay, so... Nope, I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to go back to over here. Grab out the refrigerator stuff that we actually have. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to need to add in some of the sinks, though, which is going to be a sink right here. It's going to be a sink right there. Then another fridge right here. Oh, that's... Oh! I figured it... Okay. I just figured something out. That's how you make a fridge. Like a bigger fridge. Okay. So now I know how to make a bigger fridge now. Let's go. Okay, so then we have another sink right here. With a refrigerator right here. And then we have a fridge all the way down here at the very end. With another sink right there. Perfect. Okay, I like that. Let's get rid of the poppies. I don't need that anymore. Okay, so then we have a smoker right there. And we have a smoker right there. Perfect. Okay, that's looking really good.
Some stuff in there. And that is probably it. That's kind of like a nice little eating area there. I mean, you know, it's not perfect. It could be better. If you have any improvements, feel free to add them. That's kind of like a cafeteria.
Okay, so the entire downstairs is actually finished. Now it's time to move up a level. If I can freaking get up here. There we go.
Unique room that I'm going to show you guys, since that's the cafeteria now that I've shown you how to make that. The last unique room is kind of like the principal's office, and this is all the way up on the second floor, and it is like, it's facing you. As soon as you get up on the second floor, it's facing you. Okay. This is where the principal's office is going to be. And before we delve into this, we're going to grab some red carpet, we're going to grab some bookshelves. We're also going to want to grab some black stained clay, some spruce wood planks, some oak wood planks. I meant dark.
Okay, so I have the stuff for the thing already. I'm also going to grab out the oak chairs to represent the chairs that's not involved in the principal's desk.
Oak wood planks, spruce wood planks, not black stained clay or whatever I said, spruce clay. I don't even know what I said. I bet it was crazy though. We're also going to want to grab some dark oak stairs. We'll also probably want some oak wood stairs, some spruce wood stairs. Also grab some birch wood slabs, and that's all we can carry. And in the principal's office, like as soon as you walk in on the left-hand side and on the right-hand side, we have a gap of 2, and then we have a row of, let's call it 5 spruce wood planks. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and we've got to destroy this 5. And then
I need spruce planks as well. Grab those out real quick. There we go. There we go. Then also grab a... I'm going to add in the lighting last, though.
And then above that, leaving a gap of 1, we want to have a bookshelf. That's on the left and also on the right. So we leave a gap of 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we have a bookshelf, just hovering over it like so. Then, in line with the bookshelves, and kind of like staying away from the edges of the room, we want to have carpet. So just in this little center part, in between the bookshelves, we want to have carpet like that. Then, in the free spaces of the carpet, facing towards the window, leaving a gap of 1, we want to have 3 chairs like this. Then, and we're not missing this, and then in front of the chairs, but 1 block away, we want to have the beginnings of the desk, which is upside down dark oak wood stairs, with 2 layers of birchwood slabs separating one end of the desk from the others. So, it'll look a little something like... It'll look a little something, gentlemen, ladies, like this.
I don't like that design. I don't like that design of the desk. I really don't. So what I'm gonna do though is this. I'm just gonna make it all dark oak. Like this. There we go.
That's the desk. Now, the chair, I made kind of a fancy chair, and I can't remember how to make it exactly, so we're going to kind of just like, imagine it now. We're going to have like a center spruce wood plank here, then we're going to have, or dark oak wood stair I should say, and then either side of that we're going to have like oak wood planks, and then behind that stair as well. Then we're going to have like dark oak wood planks behind the oak wood planks, and then right in the center behind the chair we're going to have like a oak wood plank. And then left and right of that, we're going to have like a dark oak wood stairs like this. And then we're going to get rid of the birchwood planks, and we're going to grab, I just saw them in my inventory, we're going to grab dark oak wood slabs. So here, here, and here. And that's kind of just like a nice fancier looking chair, I thought. This is kind of the office. Some things that you might want to add in here. I mean, I'm kind of just imagining things. You might want to add some paintings, you might want to add some item frames. What might be in these paintings? I don't know. I don't know, maybe we make it look a little bit fancier, maybe like just underneath the bookshelf we might want to have like fancy looking, we don't want paintings in there, we might just want to have some books in there just to make it look a little bit fancier. Maybe just above where he sits we could have an item frame and maybe a map in it. Maybe we can add a map in it. Just, I don't know, it seems like something somebody would do. That map is not filled up at all. Maybe an actual proper map. Maybe add that in there.
Oh, these actually glow in the item frames.
You guys get the point. It'd probably look a little bit better on your wall, but you guys get the idea. We might even want to add some paintings around the place. So maybe like a painting here on the right or on the left as it may be. I want a proper set. Whatever, a school painting, that makes sense. You might just want to have something like this, and you might also want to light the place up a little bit. Again, I'm just placing these in random places because it doesn't really matter to me because, you know, this is a random world, this isn't my actual proper creative world. You might want to have something like this. And this is the principal's office. I thought it's a pretty good idea. And that is the last unique room that I'm actually going to show you guys. So,
ooh, I like that painting.
Moving downstairs, we have also made like a regular generic classroom, which is my favorite classroom. We have also made kind of like an assembly hall. We've also made kind of like a science lab. And we have also made kind of like a cafeteria. What I'm now going to do, guys, just for the sake of the video, I'm going to go away and I'm going to come back.
Okay, so now here's the thing though. Up here though, would actually be with the special needs rooms. Okay, so up here there will be like the special needs rooms, in my opinion. So, okay, so it needs to be 1 block away from this. So right here though, right? Yes, that's correct. Or what I could do though is I could like make like more like 2 special needs classrooms. I could do that because I know that some schools have more than 1 special needs classroom. I do know that. Okay. But the problem is, though, is I don't remember exactly how I did it, though. I don't remember exactly how I did it, which is the sad part. So I gotta think. How am I gonna do this? But it's just gonna take a bit of time, though. Okay. Now, this is where I gotta think, though. Well, first things first, let me add in all the doorways first, though. There we go. There we go. Now, even though it does light up the hallway just a little bit, though. There we go. What I'm actually going to be doing, though, is down here, though, is this. Okay, so I'm going to have, like, one special needs room down each of these hallways. And they're going to be in these rooms right here. Actually, I got a better idea. Let me grab out all the wool I'm going to need. And I need a lot of wool. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to come down to over here. Right here. I'm also going to need to grab all my bricks too. Because I got to get rid of these windows. Just these right here though. Just these three right here. And there's a specific reason though why though. And you guys will see in a minute. Salt again? I don't need salt. There we go. Okay, so over here, there'll be a sensory room. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. And I'm making it like this. Now, I was gonna make sure I have enough colors, though. Okay, I do not have enough colors. I am missing one color. Just one color. That's all I'm missing, just one color. But actually, I got a way better idea, So the sensory room does... Okay. So let me just stay focused right now, though. And let me just grab out some magenta wool. Just to finish it up. There we go. Okay. Oh, no, the wrong way. There we go. Okay. So this is the sensory room area. So I gotta grab out paintings now. But before I do that, let me actually head down to this classroom over here and do the same thing.
No.
There we go. Perfect. Because in my opinion, though, classrooms need sensory rooms. Especially for the special needs rooms, though, in my opinion. There we go. Okay. So now I can put the bricks back into my inventory. Now, where do I exactly need to stick it though? Just in this room. Okay, so I stuck it on the stone bricks. Now it's a 2-block gap. Ooh. Now, what I'm going to do though is this. I'm going to actually extend it out though to where it's like. Now, I cannot break the floor, though. I cannot break the floor. Since this is the second floor up here. Since this is the second floor, I need to add torches. Let me actually do the same thing over here, though, because I forgot to do it over here, too. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Okie dokie, so now we're going to do this. We're going to be adding some sensory toys in here, though. So I'm going to get rid of all this wool, real quick. Yeah, let's get rid of all this wool, because I don't need it anymore. Let me get a dragon head. And I'm going to have the piglin head and the dragon head. And we'll also grab out a lever as well, though. And you guys will see in a minute, though. But we're going to stick the dragon head and the piglin head right here. Stick a lever in between them. And look at this. Because these are the only mob heads that are powered by redstone and that can actually move. And that's why I'm leaving it like this, though. So, having that there, which is 2 blocks away from the wall, and I just realized it needs to be 1 block away from the wall, because I forgot to add in the extra blocks. The extra wool, though, right here. I forgot to add in this section right here, though. I knew I was forgetting something. There we go. That's better. Okay, so now I have to grab the... Okay. Now, whatever I do to one, though, I have to do to the other. So, which means I now need to come back to over here, grab out the dragon head, the piglin head, and the lever. There we go. Okay, let's now head back to the other one. Just right over here. 1 block away from the wall, so it goes dragon head, lever, piglin head. There we go. Okay. Nicely done. And then now what we're going to do, though, is I'm going to be adding in some paintings over here. Just so they have, like, an area, though, just so that they can look at beautiful art, though, as well, though. Ooh! Wait. Is that Jesus right there? Why is that like Jesus? There we go. Maybe not like those paintings there, though. Okay. So now, now what we gotta do, though, is now we're gonna add in... Now, it's pretty obvious, though, that this area is pretty dark, though. So let me grab out my torches. And start lighting up this place. Just so we have like a fair enough amount of light in here. Now I just realized there's not a single painting on this wall over here. Oh, I've never seen that painting before. That one right there, I've never seen that one before. Huh. Anyways, let me just now move over to this one over here and do the same thing. the paintings. Now, the paintings, though, are going to vary, though. Which, to be honest, though, is not really that big of a deal for me. But now but I'm going to add in the torches now, though, to make it a bit easier on myself. There we go. Oh, I love that painting. Ooh, I love that painting, too. Now, I don't want any duplicates in here. Ooh, I like that one, too. Now, we have so many large paintings in here, though, I don't really need any more paintings. Okay, now we're going to add in the stuff for the blackboard next. Okay, so the blackboard, now, how am I going to do this, though? Yeah, okay. So the blackboard is going to be 2 blocks away from the wall. Then we have a stair going out like this. Then we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then another stair. We're going to have 8 glowstone. There we go. Okay. I actually starting to like this. I really am starting to like this. Okay. So now I'm going to add in the blackboard into the other room now, which is going to be, like I said, 2 blocks from the wall. We need an upside down stair. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we have another one there, like that. There we go. Perfect. Okay. I'm starting to like this. I'm starting to actually like this now. Okay. Now we're gonna need this. We're gonna need this. We're gonna need these 2. There we go. Okay. So the teacher desk though is gonna go in this corner over here. So it's gonna go. Okay. So it's gonna be. So we're gonna add in the desk first, which is. So the desk though is gonna look a little something like this. So the teacher desk though is gonna look a little something like this. Now the student desks are going to go like this. Perfect. We still have enough space though. Perfect. Okay. So now we have this stuff here. So, let me just grab all my torches real quick. Ooh, there we go. We're gonna have some torches along this wall over here. We're gonna have a torch in that corner. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And okay, so it lines up with here, and it's only 1, 2, 3, 4th block. So I'm gonna come all the way down to over here now. And the teacher desk, which is how many blocks away from the wall again? Should be 1. Okay. I was about to say it should be 1, but I don't remember. Okay, bam, 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 bam. So then we gotta stick the chair there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. In the corner. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So now with that all taken care of, now I just got to add in the student desks. Now, oh my goodness, though. How did I add in the student desks again? I don't remember. Okay, so it lines up though. Okay, so I should probably make a line up. Yeah, I'm gonna make a line up with the windows though, to be honest. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a line up with the windows, to be honest. Yeah, because I think making a line up though with the windows though actually make a bit more sense. Oh, damn it. There we go. Okay, so now that they're lined up perfectly with the windows now, which is good. Like, really, really good. So now I know exactly where they're at. They're lined up, though, with the windows.